Good afternoon, class. The chapter we will start today is Soils in India. Soils are the natural resources. So, natural resources that are found in nature or in environment and are developed without the intervention of human beings. Soil is a living organic material. It includes a wide variety of microorganisms such as bacteria, fungi, actinomycetes. The richest form of organic matter is humus. Humus are dark organic material that is present on the top of the soil. So this organic matter mainly constitutes of dead and decaying animal substances, dried leaf, twigs, grasses, vegetables, microbes and other nutrients. So it is formed by the decomposition of plants remain, animal waste and dead animals. So decomposition of organic material by anaerobic bacteria. It imparts fertility to the soil. It also helps the plant to draw the nutrient from the soil essential for its growth. So students, here is the definition of soil. Soil essentially is the loose material which forms the thin surface layer of the earth. So students, the soils, it has been derived from the parent's rock or the parent's material. Weathering is the name given to the process by which rocks are broken down to form soils. Water, wind, temperature, changes in temperature, gravity, chemical interactions, living organisms and pressure differences all help break down the parent materials. Relief, climate and vegetations, animal, insect and man also play an important role in the formation of soil. So the process of soil formation is called pedogenesis. Composition of soil. Soil is a mixture of inorganic material, minerals and organic material like humus. So students, we have already discussed about organic components or materials. So now we will study about the inorganic components. So here you will see inorganic components or material. The soil is composed of three main substances: silica, sand and chalk or calcium carbonate. So silica is present in the soil in the form of small crystalline grains, the main constituent of sand. So it is derived from the disintegration of rocks, and clay is a mixture of silicates and many other minerals such as iron, calcium, sodium, potassium and aluminium. So clay soil, it retains moistures. Chalk or calcium carbonate, it provides the most essential elements for plant growth, which is calcium. So students, here we will talk about the characteristics of different soil. So the characteristics of soil, it includes all the aspects that you can see and touch. As you can see, the texture, color, depth, structure, porosity, the space between the particles and the stone contents. So students, the combination of the mineral fractions here, the gravel, the sand, the silt, the clay and the organic matter. Fraction gives soils texture. So the texture of the soil, it depends upon the amount of clay, sand, silt and organic matter present in it. So the soil texture, it can influence whether the soil are free draining, whether they hold water and how easy it is for plant roots to grow. So here comes sand particles or the sandy soils. You can see. So sandy or sand particles are quite big. The pore spaces between the particles in sandy soils, they are also quite large. This allows water to drain quickly and air to enter the soil. Sandy soils, they tend not to get water loss in winter but can be subject to drought during the summer. So students, the silt soil or the silt particles, they're too small for us to see with our eyes. Silt soil have much smaller pore spaces but a lot more of them. So silt is a material of the earth which is made up of particles that are somewhere in between the sizes of sand and clay, often found at the bottoms of rivers and bays. Sediment suspended in stagnant water or carried by moving water, okay, that often accumulate on the bottom of these rivers, bays, and such sediments with particle, they are smaller than sand and larger than clay. So clay soil, it has more than 60% of clay. So these clay particles, okay, they are smaller than 0.002 millimeter in diameter. Clay soils are poorly drained and hold on to the water in their pore space for much longer. However, they can become very hard if they are dry out. And loamy soil, it contains the mixture of sand and clay. It can be very fertile with the right mixture of sand and clay. If higher percentage of sand is present, okay, if higher percentage of sand is present, it is called sandy loam, and if there is higher percentage of clay, it is called clay loam.